morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching. Look beside you. Woods at dusk. You have amber, oak moss, and the woods at dusk. If you can make that make sense. Vetiver glow. Now, vetiver is a thing, right? Vetiver is, I always say, like a stem of rosemary, is a sprig of thyme. Vetiver is going to derive from a more woodsy type of plant, a more woodsy type of scent. Not really plant derived, but more like the stem, more like the woods in the stem of that plant to make it make sense. What I do know is vetiver only makes sense when it's blended with something, right? So this candle said amber and oak moss. We already know oak moss is deep. It hangs from trees. So it's going to give you a tree-like quality. And then amber transforms anything into a perfume-like quality. Well, let me report to y'all. I don't like it. It's serving me nothing that is said it was served. I get some woodiness and like a low hint of spice or something that's jumping out in this candle. But let me tell you why you shouldn't gaslight yourself, because I told y'all this candle on cold served nothing. It served like a lump of nothing, right? What our grad is, the ocean palm, the Sentinel's red, ocean driftwood, and gardenia blend. We've already had that. Tiki Beach is Tiki Beach. Pound cake is pound cake. I didn't want that. So I said, you know what? I'm still going to review it because it's gratis and it did exactly what I thought. Now this clip, look how I have this position, because I have burned an autumn wood single to give me a boom, a something, a something. So the little scent from the Vetiver Glow is spread around a little bit. But the throw and projection on this, I give the throw like a 6, and projection is kind of low. And I've had this in multiple rooms as well. And in my bedroom, I didn't even know it was there. If it wasn't for the bright orange packaging, I wouldn't have known it was there. In my opinion, vetiver has to be brought out with something a little more sweeter. Not a woodsy thyme, a woodsy. Hence why lavender vetiver was so popular, because the lavender made it what it was. So to get a punch in the room that I was sitting in, remember, Autumn Woods has an English ivy note. And that did the trick. Off top, it's not memorable. It's not, and it, not to discredit the perfumer, but you know, I like to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. This is going to be one of these ones that's going to hang around and going to lay around like some of the ones that we're seeing hanging around and laying around from the Neutrals collection, a la the apple and charcoal. Some people just don't get it, and the reviews on it just wasn't great. Now, is it all the time that I go off of the review online or what the collectors say on Instagram? And that's going to be a no. But if I burn something for myself and I'm just not seeing the likability, I'm not seeing the common sense, I'm not seeing the forest from the trees, yeah, this is literally one of these ones, y'all. And at this point, I felt like gratis. I should have just went with something familiar just to have, you know, in the collection. Because, well, sometimes different is good, but it's not giving me different to where, okay, you're different, but you're there in the room, right? Just like the Cozy Sunday, it was like, it wasn't memorable. It was ginger, it was cinnamon, it was sugar, but it was still present. This one, I can't say so. So if y'all burned it, y'all like it, tell me about it. Because for me, it's a no.